Do you need life insurance? In this video, I'm going to go over the 6 questions that you need to ask in order to find out. Let's get started. Hey there, this is Patrick King with Prana Wealth. On this channel, we help you build wealth faster so you can make work optional sooner. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Thinking about life insurance is kind of like eating dry turkey. It's something that you might feel like you have to do occasionally. But is that really true? Do you really need it? Today, let's help you answer the age-old question, do I need life insurance? Occasionally, you'll hear someone mention life insurance as a way to build wealth. While permanent life insurance can be a means of protecting wealth, it is not the most efficient way to build wealth. Be sure and check out my last video, the 4 types of life insurance, to understand the different kinds of policies. I'll post a link in the show notes. If your goal is to build wealth, then investing in your 401k, brokerage account, IRA, or Roth IRA will be a much more efficient means of meeting your needs. Let your investments be your investments and your insurance be your insurance. So what are the questions you should ask before buying life insurance? Let's take a look. Question number 1, does someone rely on you for support? If there are people who rely on you for financial support, then you are likely in a position where life insurance is needed. Most often, this situation presents itself in the form of 2 young parents caring for small children. In cases like this, life insurance is a good idea for both spouses. If one unexpectedly dies, the surviving spouse would need financial support to raise the kids and meet living expenses. However, there's another scenario we need to consider. Those who are caring for an aging parent or special needs family member will have a potential life insurance need as well. These days, more and more people find themselves in the position of caring for an aging parent or loved one. Question number 2, do you have significant debt? If you have a significant amount of debt that your other assets would not be able to cover in the event of your death, then it's time to consider buying life insurance. Mortgages, college loans, and other potential large liabilities can be problematic when someone passes away. Having enough life insurance to pay down these debts can make things much easier for your spouse and your family if something happens to you. However, if you are debt-free or have sufficient assets to pay down your debts, life insurance may not be needed. Question number 3, do you own a business? If you're a business owner, that opens up an entirely new can of worms. A life insurance policy can provide enough liquidity to pay for someone to come in and run the business during a transition. It could also help pay for any expenses associated with the selling of the business should your heirs be unable or unwilling to step in and run things. This includes business valuation services and expenses associated with a potential sale. Finally, business partnerships often set up life insurance policies and procedures as both a means of business continuity and a benefit to each partner. Examples would be key person insurance or a buy-sell arrangement. Question number 4, do you own illiquid assets? Often overlooked, those who own significant illiquid assets, such as real estate, private equity investments, or collectibles, may need life insurance to provide cash to their estate should they pass away unexpectedly. Many of these illiquid assets, real estate in particular, have regular expenses associated with them. This may come up in the form of property taxes, property insurance, maintenance, and upkeep. The last thing you'd want is for your executor or heirs to sell these assets at a steep discount because there wasn't sufficient liquidity to cover the expenses associated with these assets. Question number 5, will you owe estate taxes? Years ago, estate taxes were a much bigger concern than they are today. But if you are someone with significant net worth, you're likely already using life insurance as part of your estate plan to cover a potentially large estate tax bill. Estate taxes could create a situation where the executor and heirs would need to sell assets quickly in order to create enough liquidity to cover the tax bill. Obviously, this could be problematic for many reasons. Cash from an insurance policy could potentially help. Question number 6, do you want to make it easier on your executor? Finally, you may want to buy a life insurance policy to make things easier on your executor and your heirs. Having a little bit more cash in your estate will make things run smoother as assets are distributed. Quite often, people will buy a small life insurance policy to cover their burial and estate expenses. This is something that can be easily done by opting into the group life insurance coverage that your employer provides. If you already have sufficient assets to pay these expenses, then life insurance is less of a need than a want. That's okay, especially if it helps you sleep better at night. Plus, it's a really nice thing to do. So do you need life insurance? Life insurance is always a great idea, but only if you need it. If you answered yes to any of these 6 questions, then you have a potential life insurance need. If not, that's okay. Sometimes no coverage is the right amount. If you are still wondering if you need life insurance, visit us at pranawealth.com to see if we're potentially a good fit. As a fee-only financial advisor in Atlanta, we can and do work virtually with clients all across the US. We do still have capacity to bring on new clients this year. In the past, we've helped plenty of clients make good decisions around life insurance, and we're here to help you when you need us. If you found this video helpful, please help me grow my channel by liking this video and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.